And on this family day, we recognize here in our parish men and women in uniform who at great cost, at present cost, at cost in the past, have embraced our nation and the liberties of our nation so that we could live in freedom and security and in peace. And as members of our family, we thank them and we honor them. As I call out these groups, if it is you, would you stand and remain standing? First off, all of our men and women in the armed forces, either in reserve or in active duty right now. Would you stand, please? Would all of those would all of you who are honorably discharged, retired, veterans, would you all stand and join them? Will all of you who are military families, now or in the past, would you stand? And all of you who would be family or friends, whether currently or in the past, of prisoners of war, of those missing in action, of those killed in action, would you stand, please, as well? We salute all of you. We are grateful to you. We honor you today and every day, and I hope that you can sense how grateful, how thankful, how appreciative we are for all of you and for all of those who serve with you. We offer you today our prayers, and we also remember those fallen heroes and heroines who are now with the Lord. May God bless you and your families and your friends and all who love you. Shall we show our appreciation again? You may be seated, please. You'll notice here in the sanctuary a table, the missing man table. I would like to introduce to you someone who is going to tell us about that table. Second Lieutenant Michael Schumacher, who is the son of Megan and Tom Schumacher, who is the older brother of Connor and Ryan Schumacher, the grandson of George Schumacher. Family from our parish. Michael graduated from West Point this past May, and he's getting ready for deployment very, very soon. I'd like to ask Michael Schumacher, Second Lieutenant Michael Schumacher, to come to the pulpit. He will tell us about this table. At the conclusion, we'll all be invited to stand, and Seminarian Scott Goodfellow is going to play taps, and we can remember our faithful departed. And then, at the end of Mass today, if you're able, you're welcome to come to St. Joseph Hall for coffee and donuts and a reception to honor all of our men and women in uniform and their families. Second Lieutenant Michael Schumacher.
Ladies and gentlemen, Those who have served and those currently serving in the armed forces of the United States are ever mindful that our enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are those that have and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, or internment. I'd like to direct your attention to the small table that is set before me. It is here as a place of honor. You may see a table like this whenever or wherever our armed forces are gathered. I would like to explain the meaning of the items displayed on this special table. It is a humble tribute to honor the brave and selfless American military men and women who cannot be with us today. However, these American heroes are here with us in spirit, and we honor those who have perished on the battlefield fighting our enemies or who have not been returned to us after being taken prisoners of war on foreign soil, protecting our freedoms. They are commonly known as our POWs, MIAs, and KIAs. This small table, set for one, symbolizes the fertility of one prisoner alone against his captors. For all those fallen Americans who may have felt lonely in their last breath and the loneliness we feel without them. The table is also round to show our everlasting and never-ending concern for our fallen or who are missing from our ranks. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of the hearts and intentions when answering their country's call to arms. The lit candle reminds us of the light of hope, which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home and keep faith awaiting their return. A single red rose signifies the blood they shed to ensure the freedom of our beloved country and reminds us of the family, friends, and comrades who miss them each and every day. The vase is tied with a red ribbon, a symbol of our continued determination to remember our fallen and find our missing. A slice of lemon rests on the plate to remind us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled over the plate symbolizes the countless tears shed by the friends and family of those who have fallen and of those who have not returned. The Bible represents the strength gained through faith to find peace and sustain hope for those lost and missing, and that we are one nation under God. The wine glass is inverted, symbolizing they cannot be here to toast with us today. The chair is forever empty, as they cannot be with us, but in spirit only. Let us remember them, for they have not forsaken you. Their sacrifice was done in the name of each and every American, regardless of religious background, race, gender, national origin, or political persuasion. May God watch over them and protect them and their families. Let us never forget. It is now appropriate to stand in silence for the playing of taps. Thank you.